First ever, just me kind of chatting about an experience. So hope you guys like it, why I got started and how. I had just finished physiotherapy school. I just gotten out of a relationship. It took a lot of my energy in that relationship. I felt like I was doing a lot of giving. Also with school, as many of you will know, that it takes a lot of your energy. Well, it took up all of my time. So I had gotten used to not really doing anything for myself. There was another girl at work that was in great shape, and she said that she was competing and that it was a lot of fun. And at this point, I was really craving competition, as I used to be a volleyball player. And I love lifting weights, but I just wanted to, what I envisioned was like working out with a team and then getting to compete at the end of it. I wasn't super excited about the fact that I'd have to go up on a stage and do like a routine. But I thought, well, if she can do it, then maybe I would enjoy it. This is what the program looked like. You ended up probably about in the gym for an hour and a half. You're doing all your sets and your reps. It was like high volume, so high set, high rep. So it was just kind of a bit time consuming. But I did eventually really like the routine of just going and listening to my music and repping out each weight. And then you would do progressive overload. So you try to continually increase your resistance that you're using. You get closer to the show, you have to do more cardio. So you're going from that hour to hour and a half of just like lifting weights. And then we're adding on an additional 30 minutes to maybe an hour for some girls of cardio. That's 2 hours so far. And that's not even with posing practice. Eventually, what I would do is I broke them up and I would do my cardio at lunch. I would probably do about 30 minutes of like high intensity interval training. And then after work, I would do my lifting. And then at home, I do my posing. Huge part of the competition is posing. And I can say that what I was happy about with bodybuilding is that I learned to walk in heels, because as a tall woman, I would say I didn't really wear heels that much actually prior to this. Also because I didn't know how to walk in them. So bodybuilding though, you bring your heels to the gym. I'd always find some like dark corner, usually like maybe where they usually have yoga sessions or classes, and turn off the lights, and I'd have like one light on and just practice my posing. And I would say that that's actually probably what helped me win, is that I did do the posing consistently, or I would walk in my heels around the house. It sounds ridiculous, but it is true. One thing that I didn't like about that and was that you spend a lot of time alone. I felt like going into bodybuilding, I thought it was going to be more of a team atmosphere, and I definitely met a lot of amazing people and a lot of amazing friends. I remember till midnight I'd be in the gym lifting weights, and there are a few of my friends, you know who you are, that were there for me and would just be there for me. Especially my dad. Like my dad was like my number one supporter. I don't want to cry. Because yeah, it would be like midnight and I'd text him and say, I don't want to be here. He'd show up and he would just like talk to me and just watch me lift weights. One of my favorite things about the bodybuilding experience is it really made me realize, get closer with my dad, and also just like the kind of support and true friends. I also learned a lot about the experience with self-discipline. I didn't realize how self-disciplined I am. I knew I was competitive, but I would say that the reason why I did well in bodybuilding was because of my self-discipline. And what it seriously comes to is just how bad you really want it. If you truly want something, you truly want to lose weight, or you truly want to get stronger, you will do it and you will find the time for it. And that's just what I did. I really wanted this. Mostly for myself, I found it empowering to say no to things like drinking or going out late, and instead doing something for me and going to the gym. The very first show, honestly, was kind of a crazy experience altogether. I had no idea that I was gonna do well, yet alone win the whole show. And I'm not saying this to brag or anything, I'm just saying how it went, okay? Honestly, the day of the show, everyone is like, this is what it looks like in the back. Everyone's like doing push-ups, or they have bands and they're like pumping up their muscles. I'm just trying not to be nervous, and I know I shouldn't do this because it probably bloated me, but I chugged an energy drink. I was chugging this energy drink and I went out. I don't know, I think I nailed my routine. I definitely think I looked like kind of like deer in headlights, but I nailed my routine. And like my posing routine, and I had a lot of fun. because yeah, I'd never done it before. So I was probably like beaming, smiling. And really though, my friend Jenna, I hope you don't mind me calling you out, you made that experience so much fun. At the end of the like show, we were all lined up and we're all waiting to hear like who won. And they called my name and I thought it was a joke. And Jenna is standing in front of me and she turns and she's like, Christy, like, that's you, like, go, go. And I don't know, it was like that moment of like friendship and just like us working out and been through the same experience. That was what meant the most to me when I won. I didn't like the tiara, like I don't like that, like they put this tiara on you. That's not what's important to me. So I did a second show after that and I got first in my category. I didn't win the whole show. I think I placed top 5. I might have got third, but anyway. And then I did compete one more time, a third show, and I won my division. Again, I didn't win the whole show again, but that did qualify me to go to like Toronto. The negative aspect of bodybuilding that I'm going to share with you is that because I didn't reverse diet properly, and I went on that, like I went to the Dominican and just like seriously ate and drank my face off, some very scary things can happen to your body. Like I was, when I started the show, I was 160 pounds and I ended up 129 pounds for the show. So imagine gaining almost half of that weight back within like literally 5 days. I had like pitting edema in my ankles. I felt tired. I was having problems breathing. So I definitely like did not do things right. I stopped because I just wasn't as into the actual competition aspect as I was like the lifting. I didn't really want it to be about my body anymore. And I also think I did get a little like extreme. I really like to win. And I feel like after that third show, I got so lean and so skinny, like it actually hurt to sit down. And then after that, like I was totally eating. I never didn't eat. Like I ate, if anything, you eat way more when you're bodybuilding, but it's just super healthy food. But anyways, I just, you're eating so healthy. You're not actually getting certain micronutrients either because you're only taking in certain foods. So like I hadn't ate dairy. I hadn't ate a lot of like fruits. It was mostly like chicken and veggies and rice. Imagining that for months. So yeah, couldn't eat chicken for a year after that. Anyways, so what happened because of that is I lost my period, which apparently is common in bodybuilders, and I didn't know that. And maybe it's not anymore. That didn't stand well with me, and so I wanted to stop for that reason because I really want to have kids. Just until this year, I still had a lactose intolerance, and I think I finally beat it. I would say that started after I was bodybuilding and not eating dairy for so long. Once I achieved what I thought was like an ideal body, is I wasn't happy. I didn't feel like myself. I also learned about skinny shaming, and I remember once I got down to a certain body fat percentage, I remember like someone saying they accidentally kind of bumped into me in the hallway, like, oh my God, I don't want to break you, or like eat a burger, or oh my God, you look terrible, or this one made me cry. Like actually was someone said I looked like a cancer patient. That one was bad. That one really hurt. Bodybuilding really helped me learn about myself. I would actually say I gained confidence from it, and then I lost confidence from it in different ways. Gained confidence from it because I didn't realize how self-disciplined I can be, and that it truly gave me like empowerment, knowing that no matter what I want to do, that if I tell myself I'm going to do it, I know I will. It took away some confidence in terms of what my normal was, like what normal was. So for example, like imagine being 30 pounds lighter and then, gaining that all back within like 2 weeks. As I gained that normal weight back, I would just tell myself, you are beautiful. This is normal. This is a normal weight. I hope that answered most of your guys' questions on my bodybuilding. If you're thinking about competing, that's awesome. Good for you. I would just really recommend that you really do your research on a good coach, that you do the proper reverse diet, and that you don't just completely cut out all food groups so that you don't have those digestive issues like I did. But anyways, have a good night. See you guys.